Welcome, I'm Kenneth Tengujutsu Master and Mystic Ninja. So, before I get into this, just to readdress, everything that I say and do is for a reason. And if you stumbled across this channel and my videos, this material is for a peculiar people out there, okay? Those who are in like mind and like energy. So, if you feel uncomfortable in what you are hearing, I wish you all the best and please feel free to leave the channel alone, okay? This is for those who are truly open-minded and seeking truth with the realms of the spirit. Nothing to do with this world. So if your interests are in the things of the world, then I wish you all the best and to leave this material alone, okay? I think that's the best way of saying this. Okay. So, there's a couple of things I'm going to share in this video. Powerful things. Please pay attention. Again, I'm going to start with a Tengu. All right. Studying the Tengu, reading a lot of the material stories and the ancient texts. If you go through a lot of spiritual material of old, you're gonna hear the same things being conveyed, okay, being expressed, being revealed. The Tengu, in their stories, when the Tengu makes an appearance, they say certain words, a bit like the mystics and mountain heretics, the shamans, okay? They say certain words that just flies over people's heads, all right? In the Bible, there's a particular story where angels appear to help someone. In fact, there's many accounts where angels will appear to assist God's people. All right. In fact, it says, make sure you be a good host because you don't know who you're entertaining, who you're being a host to. It could be an angel. All right. It could be an angel of the Lord. All right. And yet the angel of the Lord is within you. All right. I love the story where Spirit, God is warning Moses. He sends Moses, a warrior, to protect him on his journey. But he warns Moses. He says, now, you see that spirit? Be careful how you talk to him because my spirit is in him and he won't stand for your attitude towards him, right? Keep it very basic. I love that story, all right? Again, it's showing that God is above all, through all, and in all, and God is revealing to Moses his nature in that particular spirit. Interesting, okay? So the Tengu, when they were talking to particular individuals, especially monks or the ninja, they would speak in terms of the place that we're in, the world that we're in as a realm. And you will hear this being expressed in the ancient text. It's a realm, all right? And these entities that would appear, now today entities appear, but can appear to us, but we do not, or should I say, there's individuals that can appear to you to assist you and then they're gone. You never see them again. All right. This is metaphysical. It is mystical. I'm not going to apologize for that. Okay. But you may have experiences where certain individuals are coming to your life for a particular reason and then they've gone. All right. As William Blake said, no, Shakespeare said the world is all a stage and the spirits, the angels have their entrances and exits. Okay. There's a lot going on. And if you studied the Bible and ancient texts and that, like, you'll see there is hybrids and entities and different types of spirits and demons that upon certain planes. but it's all spirit. And this is what I want to reveal to you, because this is what the Tengu were kind of alluding to when listening to the stories. It gets confusing because you listen to stories and they refer to the world that you're in as spirit. All right? And it's true. Listen to this. You, however, are not in the realm of the flesh, but are in the realm of the spirit. If indeed the Spirit of God lives in you. And if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, they do not belong to Christ. And it says, and they walk in darkness. Okay. Goodness me, I get my words out today. That's in Romans 8:9. It's literally saying, you, however, are not in the realm of the flesh, but are in the realm of the Spirit. All right. If you listen to the Bible, it tells you that God is spirit. That's in John 4:24. God is spirit. Are we not told that we live and move and have our being in God? Okay. By consent, we've fallen into Sheol, into these lower frequencies. It's still all spirit. God is the all in all. Okay. And by consent, man loves the wickedness, and he loves this temporal world, this mortal organic world. Yet it's the illusion. It is literally the illusion. It's still spirit. And this was the revelation that blew my mind away. Okay. And this can explain strange anomalies, phenomena with healing, with body transformations, etc. All right. It's all mind. It's all spirit. And this is what I'm trying to get across. And this is what the Tengu were saying. All right. And not just the Tengu. There's many ancient cultures in their symbolism and the sacred texts, scrolls of old, are saying the same thing. It's all spirit first and foremost. But man is so asleep, so deceived, and it is reality, should we say, it's all by consent. It is all by consent. And you'll be shocked. When I was studying about the 9 gates of hell, I was shocked that the spirits chose to be in these particular gates, in these particular states, infinite states, good and evil. And they loved it. Okay? Through my experiences, seeing people in horrible states and conditions, I try to give them some advice. They don't want it. They're enjoying the ride. The ego loves to be a victim. It loves the pity party, right? It's absolutely phenomenal when you see what's going on. And this realization can lift the burden off you when you hear and see so much of the wickedness and evils that goes on in your journey. All right. Okay. Let's just relax. So once you grasp that everything is spirit, and you turn to the metaphysical, and you start getting some knowledge, you learn about the world of duality. Okay. You may have heard the saying, the bigger the river, the bigger the drought. When you are choosing a particular desire, you find that there is a particular pain, okay, that follows it. All right. It's the paradox of duality. And this could be frustrating, learning about these principles on the checkerboard. Okay. The black and white, the yin yang. But there's more than that. Okay. God works all ends to good. All right. It's not just the checkerboard. It's not just pleasure and pain. All right. There is the mystics and those of knowledge knew how to lift themselves off the board to stop the pendulum, the principle of pendulum. Okay, the cause and effect. Okay, every action has a reaction. All right, and this, when I was learning about this was frustrating. I was like, what's the point of doing anything? Because if I want to seek the desires of the heart, it's going to be followed up by conflict, pain, heartache. All right, this is why Jesus Christ said, turn to me, for my yoke is light. And the mystics knew how to apply themselves to lift themselves up off the board, okay, to be able to apply themselves, be balanced, not go too. This is why it says in the Bible about going through the eye of the needle. Okay, it's dumping off all your frustration, all your baggage, your paradigms, your fake belief systems. Okay, strip it all down. Turn to the Christ within. Okay, who rides the donkey, this body, the human form. Okay, and sorry, I'm not laughing because we're donkeys and we are dumb. I know I am. I was with spirit. I'm glad I can find a lighter side to it. You know, it's the Bible, the way it describes the human condition, it does it in the most polite way. All right, when it refers to the human as the behemoth and the governments as the Leviathan, I think that's genius. Okay, so when Christ, which is in us, is riding a donkey, which is this person that we think we are, these persons, all right, I can smile at it, I can laugh at it because it's true. You know, it's incredible to me, and I'm glad that I can smile and laugh at myself. Okay, I went through a period of taking things too serious, and you don't want to do that. Okay, there is a reason why you're here and why we play these avatars. Okay, and like I said, many love playing these roles. They're all roles in the Matrix. People love putting on the uniform and feeling like they're a part of something and they have purpose and being. Okay, and so they play that role and they play it and they protect it. They play it with such what's the word, with such passion. All right, and it's so little. It's like playing a character in a computer game. All right, and I when I see it, it's like, wow, you know, you really love that role, and I'm pleased for them. You know, that's what they're here to do. Okay, again, I do not judge or criticize or condemn anyone. All right, I never put myself above anyone or below anyone. The only difference between me and anyone else is time. So yeah, I do keep mentioning about the Tengu of Japan, these mythical creatures, but there's a bit more to them than that. Okay, they are a part of the mystic mountain heretics. Okay, and they come across as these angels symbolically to reveal spiritual truths. All right. Okay. So I got something here. Oh, I was already on it. 14. Okay. Now, as I mentioned in my previous videos, the third eye is the seat of God. It's where the Lord Jesus Christ is. All right. The Tengu, the Egyptians, the mystic Jewish monks or teachers, the Greek hidden mysteries, all point to the third eye. Okay, it's the seat of God. It's where you will find the face of God. God is all mind, imagination, consciousness, and a lot more than that. Okay, sometimes I only give these wonderful insights and attributes of spirit of the things that I've learned, that the things that God has revealed to me. But he's everything. He's the all in all. But the reason that I reveal these attributes, these what's the word? These wonderful faculties of God, it's because they could be found in you. All right. Remember, you are the temple of God, of the Holy Spirit. When you grasp this, it's incredible. So Jesus said, "This is not my kingdom." All right. Where is Jesus? He's in the spirit realm. He says, "My words are of spirit." Again, I've talked about this mystery about Christ. He's not a man of the flesh who lived 2,000 years ago. As he said, if I was a man of flesh, then I'm no better than John the Baptist. All right. So I'm not going to go into that. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And if you look at the wonderful mystery, he's within you. And so he says, "This is not my kingdom." His kingdom. And what are we to do first? Seek wisdom and seek the kingdom of heaven. Okay? It's in you. It tells you the kingdom of heaven is within you. Whatever you bind in heaven will be loosed on earth. Whatever you loose on earth will be bound in heaven. All right? So let me give you an insight into how do we know it's here. So if you go to Genesis 32:30, okay, in Genesis, you would not believe the wisdom that's in the Torah. It blows me away. And so many belief systems, faiths out there only read the New Testament, not the Old. You're only seeing in part. It's absolutely incredible. All right, the wisdom in there. So listen to this. And Jacob requested, please tell me your name. Now remember, name means nature. But he replied, "Why do you ask my name?" Then he blessed Jacob there. Right? He blessed Jacob there. Where is there? So Jacob named the place Penal, as in pineal gland. All right? Saying, "Indeed, I have seen God face to face, and yet my life was spared." Okay? Goodness me, that's got a bit bright in it. Very powerful insight into the mysteries, the secrets there. Okay? My great teacher, Neville Goddard, was saying that you are God, you are Father, and was also pointing to the seat of Christ. At first, the Antichrist sits in the place. Okay? He puts himself above God. And that's you, and that's us asleep. All right? With the ego. And it props itself up thinking it knows everything. Okay? It's insane when you look at the ego. When I read the book A Course in Miracles, it exposes the ego. It literally blew me away what the ego does. Okay, how it creates all these illusions. It creates these paradigms and belief systems to protect itself. It's like an entity of itself, and it is. And I'm so grateful that God awakening me literally cast out that ego. It assassinated it. It killed it. Unless you be born again, you cannot enter the heaven. You cannot enter kingdom's heaven. All right? It's absolutely incredible. Right. Okay. And that's what I loved about Tengujutsu, the ninja, as well. Because on another level, the ninja, spirit using the platform of Tengujutsu, is out to assassinate the ego. All right? When I was looking and thinking about what spirit was doing and about the mystic ninjas and how they were applying themselves to help those trapped in certain states and to help man awaken to spirit. Okay, but first you need to assassinate the ego, all right, so to speak. Again, I mean, that's a bit over the top saying it like that, but because wisdom is a she, okay, and she's also Christ. She is the tree of life, as mentioned in the Bible. Get wisdom, yea, it's the greatest. All right, she's the tree of life, and she will nurture you and give you milk. She takes care of you. You need to subtly awaken to spirit. You can't do it abruptly because the mind can't handle it. All right. Sorry for the lightning, for the light. Right. Listen to, so you notice with the depictions of the Tengu, they have these great big wings like angels. That's because symbolically they're also, the wings can represent the journey of the soul, the spirit. It also represents imagination. Okay. But for now, just keep in mind about the journey of the soul, the spirit. Okay, in the Egyptians, you'll see the disc and the wings. It's the journey of your spirit, of your soul. Listen to this. This is Psalms 90:10. Our days may come to 70 years or 80 if our strength endures. Yet the best of them are but troubled and sorrow, for they quickly pass, and we fly away. I reveal this verse because it's telling you you're still pre-existing. You fly away. All right? After our years are up. Interesting. All right? As it says in the Bible, these bodies that we wear, they're like robes and garments. You will throw them down, but you remain the same forever, and your years will never end. All right? No one's ever gone to heaven but he who descended from heaven, who is in heaven. You're a pre-existing being. As it says in the Bible, you started off in spirit, but we were virgins. We did not know of these worlds or have this knowledge and didn't experience the journeys that the gods had been on. And we are to be made, and we are to become as gods, knowing the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And that's why we take these journeys. And it is done out of consent. And we're showing our journeys before we even come here. It's mentioned in the Bible. God shows us. All right? It's absolutely incredible when you grasp this is why it says you should know the truth and the truth will set you free. It's there right underneath our nose. It's in the Bible. It's in sacred texts. It's in the ancient scrolls. It's there if you're willing to seek, as it says. That which is hidden will not remain. If you seek it, it will be revealed unto you. All right? Okay. I just want to say also, this as well while I'm here. I don't want it to be too long. As in the Bible, it says that you will rule over the nations, which is really confusing. All right. In the Gospels of Thomas, it says, "Let him who seeks continue to seek. When he seeks, he will become troubled. When he becomes troubled, he will marvel, and then he will rule over the all." And then in the Bible, it says you're going to rule over all the nations. And that's confusing because those who hear this, especially from spirit, are like, how am I going to rule over the nations? Right? It's not something that I would particularly want to do. I'm not into politics or anything like that. It's misinterpreted. Okay? What it's talking about is ruling over the desires of self-fulfillment. Okay? Because at first you are bestowed, you receive all these desires and they get fulfilled out. If you listen to my previous video when I mentioned I was manifesting all my life up excuse me, I was manifesting all my life up to 2011, sorry. Then it stopped. Why? Because now I'm becoming a service of others. But first I must take control over my emotions, over them desires of fulfilling the ego. The only way I must take control over my ego and through the fulfillment of my desires is done through the fulfillment of service to others. If you are to become first in the kingdom, you must become last, a service unto others. Jesus said, be a servant. All right, if you are to be first in the kingdom. People hear that and they don't, it just like, no, not hearing it. The ego, all right? The ego loves to feed itself. Me, 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 me. All right? You only have to look at the world, especially in this end of the age that we're in, these end times, okay? As it's prophesied, it says they become lovers of self, lovers of money, indulgence. It's all about the ego. Ego means to edge God out. So when you get to rule over the nations, you're ruling over the faculties that are in you, that's been controlling you. Okay, the desires of the ego, but now you take control over it, and you do. God will restore you and fulfill your heart's desires, but it's done in another way, and it's done from, because all is yours in spirit. It tells you that in the Bible. You don't desire anything because God already knows what it is that you want, and he plants the desires in your heart. And if it's to do in accordance with spirit, and you've got a whole change of heart, you're flipped around, and you are there in the service of others and to glorify God, you're going to live a more wonderful and blessed life. And then he says there's no restrictions to the things that you want to experience or desire. If you turn to him, he says, I'll fill your heart. Again, it sounds like a contradiction. As I mentioned about the contradiction between tattoos, about putting a tattoo on yourself in a previous video. Go back and listen to that. And it's the same here. All right? You either serve in the ego and a lover of the world, and the world will love you back, but it's death. And it's poverty. Okay? You're going to be empty. It becomes the desert, the dead desert of the real. All right? Then, if you choose truth and spirit within you and invest in the spirit man in you, as it mentions in the Bible, okay, you are going to become rich. As it says in the Bible, they say they are rich and have no need of anything, but they are wretched, they are poor and gross. Okay, it's the spirit, and the spirit will lift you up, and you trust in Father. He knows your needs, and if there's anything you want, he will provide for you. It's abundance, it's opulence, it's love, life, beauty, prosperity, opulence, freedom and liberty, love, wisdom and power. That's God. But if you look at the world, it's complete opposite. It's control. You know, you've got everyone trying to take money off you. You've got the commercial world, you've got consumerism, you've got these legislations being propped up and fines, and you're getting stripped all the time. As it says, invest in heaven, not in things of the earth, for the robbers will come and take it. And these are this system, the beast system that you find yourself in. All right? People say, I hate this saying when I hear people say, well, money makes the world go round. No, money enslaves the people. Plain and simple. It says that in the Bible. Money is the root of all evil. However, it's not to say that money won't flow into your experience as a means to an end while you're working with spirit. Okay? To the pure, all things are pure. It's where you are investing in. Right? You either invest and give all your loyalty in your life to spirit, the truth that's in you, or to the beast system and to the ego, to the devil. Something to think about. And this is what the Tengu were expressing about in their symbolism. This is what the Egyptian hieroglyphs are revealing. This is what a lot of cultural poetry and stories are revealing. Okay, I'm so sorry for that light. I'm going to have to find another place to film, I think. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope I gave, again, some jigsaw puzzle pieces of gold. All right, said a few things that make you think about things differently. Okay, go and investigate the Bible yourself. I wish you all the best. I really do. I'm Kenneth Andre, Tengujutsu Master, Mystic Ninja. I'm just trying to think what else I could say. Something's popping up in my head. What else I could quickly reveal? I'll just leave it for another time. Okay. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. All the best.